The Marantz Cinema 60 is a 7.2-channel home theater receiver, and it's become a customer favorite here at Crutchfield. It's easy to understand why. Audio and video quality are top-notch, setup is straightforward, and it strikes a great balance of value and performance. Marantz rates the Cinema 60 at 100 watts per channel, but in typical Marantz fashion, those are conservative, real-world watts. It'll be able to drive most speakers with ease. It's an old-school Class A/B amplifier using Marantz's well-regarded HDAMs, or hyperdynamic amplifier modules. I've used a lot of Marantz gear over the years, and I'm a big fan of this design and Marantz's house sound in general. It's on the warmer end with rich bass, hard-hitting dynamics, and a wide immersive soundstage. Our customers tend to agree too. With an average of 4.5 stars, reviews consistently cite excellent sound quality. The Cinema 60's 7 channels can be configured in a variety of ways. The most popular being as a 7.1-channel surround system, as a 5.1.2-channel setup, using 2 of the channels as height speakers for Dolby Atmos or DTS:X, and as a 5.1-channel surround system with the remaining 2 channels available to power a second zone or to biamp your main left and right speakers. If you need more channels, the Marantz Cinema 50, 40, or 30 will probably be a better match. But for most users, 7 is plenty, and this Cinema 60 hits the sweet spot, offering most of the performance without the extra channels. On the receiver's back panel, you'll find 6 HDMI inputs and 2 HDMI outputs. All 6 inputs support at least 4K at 60 frames per second, while 3 of those inputs and both HDMI outputs support 4K at 120 frames per second, or 8K at 60 frames per second. The 2 outputs are in parallel, so they send out the same audio and video and can be used simultaneously. The main HDMI monitor output also features eARC, or Enhanced Audio Return Channel, allowing the audio signal from your TV's built-in streaming apps to route back into your receiver over a single HDMI cable. And that E in eARC means it supports uncompressed audio formats like Dolby Atmos and DTS:X. The Cinema 60 also has 4 digital audio inputs, 2 coaxial and 2 optical, a front panel USB input for use with a mass storage device, 4 analog RCA inputs, a moving magnet phono input for connecting a turntable, Bluetooth, and network connectivity over either Ethernet or Wi-Fi. When connected to the internet, you can stream with Spotify Connect or the many services available in the HEOS Music app. Those include Amazon Music, Pandora, Tidal, iHeartRadio, SiriusXM, and TuneIn Internet Radio. If you need even more options, like Apple Music for example, you can use AirPlay 2 to stream from your Apple devices. Oh yeah, and being a receiver, the Cinema 60 does have a built-in AM/FM tuner as well. For outputs, you have full 7-channel RCA preamp outs, 2 subwoofer outs, and a Zone 2 line-level output. Speaking of zones, the Cinema 60 can also be part of your HEOS wireless multi-room audio system. It'll show up in your HEOS app as a zone or a room, and if you have HEOS products connected in other rooms, you can easily send your music around the house, grouping zones together or sending different sources to different rooms with independent volume control. It's an extremely powerful and flexible whole home audio system. Between room correction, networking, and HEOS setup, give our folks in tech support a call. They're here 7 days a week, and you have lifetime tech support when you purchase from Crutchfield. Marantz didn't forget about headphone users either. There's a 1/4-inch headphone output on the front panel for use with traditional wired headphones, and the Cinema 60's built-in Bluetooth is 2-way, meaning not only can you stream from a Bluetooth source to your receiver, you can transmit Bluetooth out of the Marantz to your favorite pair of wireless headphones. Once you have all of your gear connected to the Cinema 60, you'll be able to take advantage of Audyssey MultEQ XT for setup and room calibration. Simply follow the on-screen prompts and use the included calibration microphone to measure your room's acoustics and optimize your system's performance. This entire process usually takes less than 10 minutes and makes a dramatic difference. For the purists out there who want to bypass all the sophisticated tone and digital signal processing when listening to music, Marantz also gives you 2 direct modes. Source Direct, which provides playback without any of that processing, and Pure Direct, which actually goes a step further by turning off the receiver's display and analog video circuitry, minimizing any noise in the audio signal. In my own system, I want to take advantage of both approaches. Audyssey room calibration to make sure I'm getting the most immersive theater experience tailored to my room, then switching over to Pure Direct mode when I'm using my turntable to play vinyl. It's really the best of both worlds. So what other home theater receivers are in the conversation with the Cinema 60? Its closest competitor is probably Denon's AVR-X3800H. They're virtually the same price, and on paper, the X3800H's specs win out. It has 9 channels, 2 additional sub-outputs, a 3rd HDMI output, and slightly more power. The Cinema 60 counters with a 5-year warranty compared to the Denon's 3-year, and while completely subjective, I dig the Marantz's more modern look. But what's going to be most important to many of us is the sound quality. And when listening side by side, I found the Marantz to sound slightly more refined, presenting stronger spatial and instrument separation, as well as greater clarity and detail. Dynamics and bass impact are excellent as well. So if outright sound quality is your top priority, the Marantz Cinema 60 delivers. It's no wonder it's a top seller here at Crutchfield. If you have any questions about this or any other home theater equipment, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. I'm Rodell with Crutchfield. Thanks for watching.